it going? This is Melinda and welcome to my channel. So I am in the truck with my husband Philip. Say hello, Philip.
Hey, how's it going?
So here's the deal. We're getting ready to go check out a record collection. I know someone who's wanting to sell his records. He told me he had some classic rock, gospel, and country, and he wants 50 cents per record. So I thought I would go and check it out and hope I find some goodies. Wish me luck, and I'll be back to let you know. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, so I did go to that guy's house and I looked through his collection. It was the first time I've ever had the opportunity to buy from a collection. Each record was 50 cents each. I ended up finding about 53 records, and he said, you know what, just give me $20. So these are just really cool records that I wanted to have in the collection. The records were in varying states of condition, and sadly I had to leave some Black Sabbath and Kiss records behind because they were just so trashed. But overall, I have found some cool stuff, and I'm going to share that with you. Before I do, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, the notification bell, all the YouTube-y things that helps my channel to grow. Thank you so much. And also, for my viewers, if you like One Steps and you like UHQRs, but you've always been wondering, how do I protect the outer covers? I want to show you this. I am a huge fan of the company Vinyl Storage Solutions. I buy those outer sleeves in bulk. And that's the number one question on my channel, where I get my outer sleeves from. I get them from Vinyl Storage Solutions. I like the 4 mil thick with the tuckable flaps. Those are just my preferred preferences, and they've been great for me. And now Mike from Vinyl Storage Solutions, because I am a good customer and I pay a lot of money to him, he sent a couple of samples my way, and these are for UHQR and One Steps. Let me start off with what I put on my One Step here. As you can see, it's very clear and yet is protecting this beautiful box. The side here with this tuckable flap, you know, you just put it on here and it will cover, but yet you can still see that title perfectly. So love having that. Always been wanting a solution to the One Steps. I'll have to order more, but like I said, he was kind enough to send me a couple of samples. And this is fantastic for the UHQRs. It gives wonderful protection for all of the cardboard parts, and yet it leaves exposed this wonderful part that's made out of wood, that's very durable, looks great on the shelf, and yet your copy here is protected. It's not going to get scratched or any problems. So I'm going to leave a link below for Vinyl Storage Solutions. You can check out the outer sleeves. You can order some box sleeves. I know I'm due to order some myself. I want to get some protection for my One Steps and my UHQRs. I'm so thankful. Mike is a vinyl collector like we are, so he's always looking after us and for himself, ways to protect our investments or our box sets. So I love having those. The link will be below so you can check it out yourself. Now let's go ahead and move on to the collection at 50 cents each. Let's start with the Lady of Soul herself, Aretha Franklin, a really cool early record by her on this turquoise and green Atlantic label. You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman was the big hit off of here, and it's just a really cool record. Here's another one, and I see it often, but I've just never picked it up. Sometimes when you see something a lot, you kind of take it for granted. But for 50 cents, I thought, you know what? This is the time to buy it. The Allman Brothers. A really great record, kind of a reunion record, if you will, because they had gotten into a pretty big fight back in 76 or 77. They decided they needed a little money. They needed each other for musical talents, and they got back together and made a killer record. Greg Allman had just come out of rehab at this time, and I really love this one. This is fantastic. This one is a cool one, and I already had it, but for 50 cents, I went ahead and picked up another copy. It's still in shrink. Beautiful copy of Stevie Nicks, The Wild Heart. It has the song If Anyone Falls as well as Nightbird on here, and just really, really love it. Super clean. This is one that I had never seen before, but I loved the cover. It was intriguing, so I took a chance. I'm so happy I did. I've never seen this before, so this is new music for me, even though it came out in 1969. This is a band called Smith, and this is titled A Band Called Smith. Now, back in the 1969, they had a number 5 hit with Baby It's You. And this wonderful, beautiful woman here, she sang a lot of the lead lyrics, although other band members also sang. Her name was Gail McCormick. She was absolutely gorgeous. Sadly, she's no longer with us. Super clean copy. And what I love about this, there's a lot of covers on here. They sing them great. This is kind of a psychedelic garage folky rock, right in that sweet spot in the late 60s. Baby It's You was their big hit, but they also had a song called Tell Him No, which the Zombies sing a version of it called Tell Him No, or Tell Her No, but because Gail is singing the vocals, she switched it to Tell Him No. I Just Want to Make Love to You, Rolling Stones' Let's Spend the Night Together, Let's Get Together is another really cool one on here, and they do really cool covers. It's on the ABC Dunhill label. So glad I picked that one up for 50 cents, because I really do love that one. Here's Blind Faith. Obviously, this is a reissue because the original has that inappropriate picture of that girl, but it's a really clean copy. Ginger Baker smokes on this one. It is fantastic. Of course, Eric Clapton's fantastic. Steve Winwood, his vocals are really good. And Can't Find My Way Home, of course, is a beautiful song on here, and I love the way Steve Winwood sings that one. It's on the Atco label, and it still has its original inner sleeve. This record has, I've already had it and I took it out of my collection. Now I've got it back in. Tina Turner's Private Dancer, such a great record from the 80s, very iconic. What's Love Got to Do with It is such a hit. And Better Be Good to Me is my favorite song by Tina Turner. This is an Elvis Christmas album. After seeing his movie, I want to get more Elvis and especially Christmas albums. This is a very clean copy. They had 2 copies of this record. I picked the cleanest one. It's in beautiful condition. This is still sealed. It is a Pickwick record, so not real sure about the sound quality, but it is Lou Rawls, Come On In, Mr. Blues. I couldn't pass up a sealed record. Greatest Hits by the Commodores, A Brick House, Easy, 3 Times a Lady, great album. John Denver's Greatest Hits, another great one with all of his wonderful hits. You know, he, Leaving on a Jet Plane, Take Me Home, Country Roads, really great stuff on here. How could I not pick that one up for 50 cents? This is one that I thought was really cool. I had to give it a little cleaning. I used a Mr. Clean Magic eraser with just a teeny bit of water on it. Anytime I run into a white cover, I'm able to make it look a lot better. So now the outer sleeve matches the inner vinyl. Gladys Knight and the Pips is a great one, and this is Midnight Train to Georgia was the huge hit on this one. I don't see this record out, so for 50 cents I picked it up. This is one we see everywhere, and they've even reissued it, Saturday Night Fever, 50 cents, 2 LPs, great condition, a no-brainer to pick that one up, because I can give that one to a friend if I need to. This one's album cover is really rough, but it's a really great record, so I just couldn't let it go. The vinyl is really good on here. It is Sweet, Desolation Boulevard. Just look at what they wrote here. It's kind of funny. For Sweet, and Donna Miller signed her name all over it. It's on this Capitol label. Again, a really clean vinyl copy of it, so I picked it up. This is Jackson Browne, Still in Shrink. This is a very common record running on empty, but it, like I said, came on in shrink. Vinyl is great, and it has a booklet with it, so I went ahead and picked that one up. This is one that everybody has in their collection. It's easy to find. It's hard to find in clean condition. I found a beautiful copy of it. And after I bought this, I was listening to Mike from the In Groove yesterday. He did his 2-hour Q&A, and he talked about this record. And he said the funny thing is, this is an easy to find record, but because it was, he has found a couple of copies in really good condition. A person who works for him priced this record out at $20, and he thought, no way, no one's going to buy this record at $20, even if it's in great condition. And he sure enough, after putting it out there, it was within an hour or 2, it sold for $20. And I have a very clean condition of it. Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass Band, Whipped Cream and Other Delights. I already have a copy of this, but this was in such clean and beautiful condition that I picked it up again. I have a hard time believing it's a $20 record, but if you go to the In Groove, some people have paid $20 for that record. So now here is another wonderful Neil Young. This is a wonderful record by Neil Young, Comes a Time. And there's a hit on here that he wrote called Lotta Love that Nicolette Larson made a huge hit in the 70s. I remember hearing that on the radio all the time. It's on the Reprise label, so love having that Neil Young record for 50 cents. If I had found nothing else and paid the $20, this record would have been worth it. This is Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison, and it's still in shrink, and it is, I mean, other than being opened, it's mint. And just absolutely gorgeous. Still has the inner sleeve with no seam splits. And it is on this 2i Columbia label. Just absolutely gorgeous. So I would say for this kind of condition to get that record, it's close to a $20 record. So that alone pays for everything I bought. So here is another one that's very cool. I just bought this record for, I think I paid $12, maybe $8. I don't remember. It was something a lot more than 50 cents. Donna Summer's Hot Stuff. Or no, I'm sorry, Donna Summer's Bad Girls. A very cool record. Bad Girls is on here, Hot Stuff is on here, and this is a really cool copy of it. Very clean, looked great, so I picked it up. I already have it, but I can share that one with a friend. And also, this one is just one I think you have to have. This one has the poster in it. It's 2 LPs. It is a disco treat. It goes from one song right into the other. There's no separation of the music. Donna Summer's on the radio, Greatest Hits Volume 1 and 2, and it has everything you would want from her. Just absolutely fabulous. So the next record, this is what I call the poor man's Kiss album. This is no frills, and yet I've never seen this before. It's really unique. It's double platinum. It's missing the foil. It's just a basic record. This is from 1985. It's a reissue, and it doesn't even have that really cool platinum label. It's just their basic usual label on the Casablanca there. Let me take it out so you can see it. But these were super clean, in perfect condition. So I picked it up. I thought it was very cool. 50 cents, how can you not? So those were really great. And I also want to show you a couple of compilation records because I know we all love to have regular vinyl records for the full album experience, but every once in a while, you just want to have the hits. A lot of 70s music and a lot of 80s singles, I don't want to buy the whole album for just one song. So for 50 cents, I bought this really cool K-Tel record. I know it's not going to sound fantastic, but there's some really cool music on here. Right Back Where We Started From by Maxine Nightingale, Devil Woman by Cliff Richard, let's see, Year of the Cat by Al Stewart, Your Love Flow by the Bellamy Brothers. I love that one from the 70s. The Things We Do for Love by 10cc. So Into You by the Atlantic Rhythm Section. Fernando by ABBA. There's just really great stuff on here. You Are the Woman by Firefly. Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. Magic Man by Heart. Couldn't Get It Right by Climax Blues Band. I love all those AM 70s songs. Don't need to buy every single album to have all of those wonderful hits, so I couldn't resist picking that one up. And finally, Golden Platinum, and this is an 80s dream. It's got all of some wonderful 80s hits. Man Eater, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Language of Love by Dan Fogelberg, Rosanna by Toto, Love is a Battlefield by Pat Benatar, Human Nature by Michael Jackson, Every Breath You Take by The Police. One that I thought was really cool on here, 99 Luft Balloons by Nina, You Might Think by The Cars. Just a really great track listing of 80s hits. So for 50 cents, why not? You know, it was in really clean condition. So those are the records that I was able to pick up for 50 cents. Also, the really cool new outer sleeves for box sets, for One Steps and UHQRs. Let me know what you think. If there's ever anything you've ever found at such a bargain, let me know. I love knowing what you all have found. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.